Finally appealing to childhood nostalgia, we have Charizard viable in the Open Great League, running double legacy wing attack and blast burn. We get a nightmare lead into Swampert, we bail into our Obstagoon, opponent bails to their Pidgeot, and we're thinking, okay, this is Yonkers' Swampert double flyer line, we're prepared for that. See, even Obstagoon gets a boost. We reach the Night Slash, just in time. This is going to grab a shield over there, but Pidgeot will fire off a Feather Dance, which will bring our attack down 2 stages, basically back to where we started. We farm and reach the Night Slash before Pidgeot reaches another charged move. This is going to secure the KO. There you go. Swampert comes back, reaches the Hydro Cannon. We're not going to shield up, and this is going to knock out this Obstagoon. We come back with the Azumarill over here, and I'm running Ice Beam and Hydro Pump as my charged moves. Swampert not building up to either a Sludge Wave of an Earth or an Earthquake, just throwing a Hydro Cannon, and then switches into a knockdown just as we thought. Double wing attack buff line, back line. We correctly shield the Shadow Ball, reach the Blast Burn, and fire this off. How much damage it's going to make? Well, a good chunk. Noctowl is just so bulky in the Great League. We reach the Dragon Claw. This will grab the final shield or knock out. It knocks out. Swampert comes back, but surrenders. GG to our opponent. Next game, we have Azumarill on the lead on the opponent's team, and this is just the absolute nightmare, not just for Charizard, but for the entire team. When this team was being constructed, Azumarill was not thought of, even though we had our own Azumarill in the back. We bailed to our Obstagoon, me not thinking what I can actually do with this game. But thankfully, for some reason, opponent shifts out to Sableye. Of course, we outpace because we have an energy lead. We throw this Night Slash. We see MP tie on this move. I let go even if this is a return, but it's just a foul play bait. We fire off a Night Slash. We'll deal some respectable chip damage over there at the Sableye. I do an aggressive farm down. Sableye unable to fire another move. Azumarill comes back and I throw a Night Slash, hoping for some chip damage, but even better, we get a shield. The opponent probably thought this Obstagoon was running Gunk Shot, but we throw another Night Slash. We get another shield. Opponent probably lost track of our counts. In the back is an Azumarill, and suddenly, from our nightmare lead, this is dominating. Earthquake will, bring us half, but we reach the Hydro Pump before even a Rock Slide comes, and this will knock out the G-Fist. Azu comes back. We'll fire off a Play Rough. This will not knock us out, but we're going to reach the Hydro Pump. This will be more than enough to knock out opposing Azumarill, and we salvage a horrible lead. Into the next game, we have Charizard leading into an Alolan Ninetales, finally a lead win, and even better, this Ninetales is staying in. Still running that Charm instead of the recommended Powder Snow from BB Poke. Charm was nerfed from 16 damage to 15 damage per turn. That Ninetales shields up our first Blast Burn. We're going to shield up this Weather Ball. We are going to build up and reach the Blast Burn, the second Blast Burn. This will either knock out or grab the final shield. It grabs the final shield. I bail out to our Azumarill. Ninetales is still staying in, and then now shifts out. Opponent catches the Ice Beam on the Trevenant. Poor Trevenant. Trevenant will reach a Seed Bomb. We don't shield it, saving for our backline, because we could still tank a Seed Bomb quite comfortably. We reach the Ice Beam. This will knock out opposing Trevenant. Over there. Opponent comes back with Ninetales and charms us down. I can't exactly come back with an Obstagoon, so I come back with a Charizard. Here I lost count of the charms. I'm thinking I could reach the Dragon Claw first before another Weather Ball. I was mistaken. Weather Ball will knock out Party Hat Charizard. In the back is another Galarian Stunfisk, and this is GG. Cross Chop and Counter will take care of this G-Fisk. G-Fisk reaches an Earthquake, but this is not going to be enough to knock us out. We throw a Cross Chop. We got a bit nervous. Ninetales comes back. Could have charmed us down, but just didn't have enough HP. GG to our opponent. Next fight, we have Lycanroc. A day Lycanroc. Against our Charizard, we bail immediately to our Obstagoon. This one's underleveled and running Sucker Punch, so I'm thinking this is another of those beginner trainers in the opening days of Great League. But then, opponent shifts to a shiny Dragonite. So my thinking is, opponent probably had a Knight Lycanroc in his team, in their team, and accidentally tapped on this underleveled Lycanroc. But just said, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna just play this out. We come back with our Charizard, build up to the Dragon Claw, and here my spider senses are tinkling. Something is off, so I shield up the Draco Meteor. Oh, spicy moveset for our Dragonite. This is a recent Community Day Classic for Dratini. Enabled opposing trainer to have that special Draco Meteor legacy on that Dragonite. Azu will clean up this Lycanroc quite easily. In the back is a shiny Runerigus. Oh, it would have been nice to battle it more, but it's just going to go back to its Pokeball now. GG to our opponent. Into the final match, we're led into a Galarian Rapidash that's sporting Psycho Cut. We build up to the Blast Burn, but it's nice to know that Galarian Rapidash wins CMP against a Charizard. Play Rough is resisted, but it dealt quite some damage because Charizard is fragile. Blast Burn one-shots the Rapidash. In the back is a Bastion that just melts away our Charizard. We fight back with our Obstagoon. This is a dominating matchup. Opponent tries to catch on their Hitmonchan. We're quick, and we shift out to our Azumarill. We build up the Play Rough. Bluff with an Ice Beam. Grab a shield. Hitmonchan fires off what I thought would be a Thunder Punch, which is why I use a shield. It's just a Fire Punch. We build up to the next Ice Beam. Yeah, I get it, Hitmonchan. You don't have Thunder Punch. Fire Punch deals pitiful damage. Farm extra, fire this Ice Beam. This will knock out opposing Hitmonchan. Bastiodon comes back. This is already a GG, but you know, wants to fight the good fight. We shield up the Stone Edge. We build up to the Hydro Pump. Fire away. Still want to play, you have to use the shield. Bastiodon still wants to play. And we go with a combo play with our Obstagoon. Cross Chop deals massive super effective damage. This last Cross Chop was unnecessary, but I accidentally tapped it. GG to our opponent. And there you go, Charizard, by popular demand, now viable in the Open Great League.